All right.
Well,
The bird is the DM now.
I guess, was it not all right? Did I misunderstand E? Because we're going now.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Normally we interrupt you, but if I'm the one who's supposed to talk, then the only way to interrupt you is to not speak.
But I always count you down into it. This is not a change of pace. This is what it always is.
Hi there, I'm Mr. Murder Heist. Previously, things happened in the world of Waterdeep, which is where we live.
No.
Unless you're not from there. And Baxter is gonna tell you all about it on this, the 15th episode of Murder Heist.
On this, the 15th episode of Murder Heist. Last time, on the 14th episode of Murder Heist, we went down into a sewer area to try to find a big old... Well, actually, we went to a house first, I believe, and we found some information, and we went to we found some people, and they were like, we work for a necromancer, and we're like, we've been looking for a necromancer, this is perfect. And then we found where the necromancer was, we went there, we got the city guard, we went down into the sewers, we fought some skeletons, and then the necromancer popped out, and he was like, I'm the necromancer thou hast been searching for. And then I misunderstood some things he said as he cone of colded us repeatedly, and then everyone died except for Baxter and for Torin, but everyone else is dead in the whole city. They're all gone. That cone of cold did a number.
Huge cone of cold.
More like cone of winter.
Also, we found out that Sir Ambrose Everdon isn't actually a paladin.
Yes, we found out that he's a secret not paladin.
He's a phony!
This guy's a phony. We had
You would have brought down
expectations.
an actual paladin, you fuck!
We had expectations, and he did not meet them.
True.
And then they died, and we left last game with the knowledge that the stone that we're after is still somewhere around the building, being held by another member of the, if I'm recalling correctly, of the Xanathar's Guild, and that we need to get our buddies to a cleric and then convince them to charge us nothing for revival. And that's where we are.
And that's where you are.
And that's that.
Oh.
Oh dear. This is fine.
Is it fine?
No.
Was it ever fine?
In the before times.
So I'm gonna change the music because it's a little bit too happy right now. For what
Can't have that.
So what are we doing, Aaron?
You guys had just finished, you specific had just finished ripping out Lasser's heart before you'd both gone to rejoin your fallen party members. You can vaguely hear the sounds of sabatons and boots outside, though only faintly through the upper staircases in the area nearby.
Are we still underground, or have we?
You are still underground.
Okay.
You are precisely where we left off last time.
For you.
Right. Okay. And there's still a Xanathar Guild member with our stone somewhere around, but we have no idea where to look. So.
We had guards watching this place, right? Watching the outside.
You had some outside the suicide entrance that you guys had mentioned and pointed to the shop that you were directed to, and they said they were going to do their best to keep an eye on the area.
Okay. That's good. Was there more to this this sewer that we haven't explored yet?
Specifically in the areas you're in, you never really looked in the room over here. Let me
Can you show the map again?
Yes.
Yeah.
You never really looked in this room over here, and any of this, because it was mostly combat. Otherwise...
We never went up those
you've
stairs.
been through those rooms specifically be the one you'd never gone into. For more than murder.
Yeah, we haven't been up to the upper level of this place, right?
No, we haven't gone up those stairs yet. We came in the other way.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Torrin will look to you and say, well, we still gotta look for the stone.
Yeah,
Deal with that first, or...
we might want to put one of the guards on it. If we fight pretty much anybody right now, we're gonna get beaten to a pulp. And that's not gonna help these two.
Yeah. Alright. Ow.
Unless...
He'll lean down, grab a leaf, and just throw her over his shoulder.
I think we
I will,
established who we were
'cause
carrying
I
this
think
time.
you would have.
Did we?
So,
Yeah, I think
Well,
Torrin was carrying Kyra and Baxter was carrying a leaf.
oh, well, then never mind. Oh,
Not that it matters, really.
yeah, not that it matters.
Oh, it matters.
Torrin will pick up whichever one you haven't already.
One party member added to inventory.
Yes.
Let's see here. I actually weigh. Hold on a minute. I'm
It
kidding.
doesn't matter how much you weigh, we can carry you. Should we go back out the way we came, or should we go up there?
Probably back the way we came.
I know that. I know that in my heart.
But my adventurous side needs to go up the other
But I have
way.
9 hit points, which if I play them right is 18 hit points. And what if I find the guy with the stone?
What if, indeed?
What if?
Hey, man, that's what I was suggesting, man.
Nah, you'll die. You stay here.
Hey, I've got 9 hit points as well.
That only count as 9.
Hey, I could cure wounds myself once.
We take them and we go back up the other way. Not the stairs, the other way.
The way we came. Yeah.
takes some doing, wading back. Sir Ambrose Everdon will pick up the corpse of the necromancer.
Oh, okay, take the necromancer, not the freaking sexy half orc. I see how it is.
The frozen
Priorities.
carcass.
Priorities, man.
You don't have a
You
say
guys
right
make
now.
your way out into the street. As you all come up, you see several guards who quickly realize the situation, and they start sprinting into your guys' direction. Baxter and Torrin, can you two make me perception checks?
I'm super good at those.
They'll never see it looking. 15. Do I
I'll
see
never
him?
see
Who
them
is there?
running. Dan.
You see about a block and a half, 2 blocks away, Baxter, a Kenku just sprinting away from the area.
I put a leaf down.
Wait, what are you doing?
You don't have time for that. Use me
I
as a
don't have
weapon.
time to
Go.
tell you what's going on. I'm dashing.
All right, welcome to Chase.
Oh boy!
Quickly, can you like high five me and cure wounds me on my way by?
No, I've got my hands full.
Then what's the point of you? Goodbye.
Oh no.
All right, I need you to roll me initiative, and we'll also.
Man, I really hope that guy doesn't have cutting action.
Man, I fucking. Did you say cutting?
No, I said cunning.
Oh, okay. I was like, cutting action? Oh, he can insult my running speed down.
Yeah, he can. He just like throws a dagger at your ankle.
Aha!
Ooh.
Woo.
I won't allow your deaths to be in vain. I'm getting that stone so that I can become rich. It's what you would have wanted.
mean, yeah, go on.
This is also a great preamble to Bex getting extra movement next level. This is where he's fucking putting in the work.
Yeah. Oh man.
I've rolled initiative.
Generating some things, and it's gonna be participant 2. Kenku.
Take myself off of here. Gonna turn on the combat playlist so we get some energy going. Oh. Hello, Emia. Psst.
Huh.
It's a bit too much for this.
It's epic. Do it, son.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to roll the again. What would it be? 1d6 plus half my barbarian level, rounded down, which would be 2. So 1d6 plus 2. So it's also going to take 3.
3. You see the javelin sink into it. It like gets it right in the calf as it's running away. It hobbles for a moment, rips it out, and continues sprinting.
I got more javelins. Don't you worry. So there should be a distance. Assuming it dashes, there will be a distance of 90 feet between me and it, so I can still do this again. Cool. Have some problems, buddy. Have some problems.
Have some issues, friendo.
Well, again, like the reason that I had you roll a disadvantage is because you'll have to be at the same distance. The movement doesn't take place one at a time. In chase rules, initiative is just for keeping track of what things occur to who and when. But you both are moving at the same time. So if you run 30 feet, he's still running that 30 feet.
I wouldn't. Is he not going to run 60?
He will run 60. I'm saying, like, when you say I only move 30, he's not moving right now. He's still moving forward. So if he's running 60...
I know, but we're both moving at the same time, so we're both moving in increments, which means the next time I have an action, ignoring initiative, he's going to have moved 60 feet compared to the 30 I just moved. So what I said is entirely based on chase rules.
Correct. I'm just talking about you're moving to weapon attack to not have disadvantage earlier, and that's why I brought it up.
Heckin'. So what happens?
All right. We're moving on to the next of the chase.
Fucking, I'm not gonna catch you. I'm gonna kill you. I wish I had extra attack. I could be doing 2 of these.
I don't think you can. So this is the only really option you have.
I could keep pace, and depending on what happens with obstacles, he may get slowed up, and so might I. But as long as I'm able to throw javelins right now, I think I'm probably more about doing that.
Kenku needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
And you,
Fail.
as you're moving along, through the rain and haze, you can barely make it running out. You just see it smash through a glass window as it just falls in front of them as people are moving across the road. As you see that happen, you hear a horse like screech as it comes careening down the road beside you. I need you to make a acrobatics check.
Oh no! Oh, I'm okay at those. Please get high, please. This is for the sake of dead friends. Please get high. 19's good.
Yeah.
19. All right, perfect. Yeah, you get by without the cart slowing you down. As you slide under it and past, you see the Kenku is just rammed through the glass, scattering it all over that part of the street. There's a few people kind of shouting in its direction.
Did it seem to get slowed up by that, or is it fine?
It did not hit natural 20.
Ah, heck.
Dang.
Well, coming back around to me, can I throw another javelin?
Are you not dashing?
I am not.
All right. Throw your javelin. Roll with disadvantage. Wait, at this point, it's over 60 feet from you. It would be considered invisible.
Oh.
The rain that's been going on for the past few days lets you only see that far.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Then I dash.
Yeah. So keep dashing, man.
Alrighty.
You just
Moving
chuck
on
a
to-
javelin, you catch up, you find there's just a guard with a javelin through his chest, like,
Let's see.
why? Why,
turn
Max?
on-
I was
Seconds
your
you're running?
biggest fan.
And my rage would end.
Virgin? Alright. Yeah, roll me a perception check as you're running. This would be hard to notice, but it's something you could.
Yep. Oh yeah? Try me!
Not far from the Kenku. You just notice there's a second one keeping pace with it.
No! Tank 2!
He's barely visible, but it just seems to be tracking him. On this round, you are participant 1. I need you to make a deck save. As the Kenku rounds a corner and rockets off, it's a sharp turn as you careen after it. You got to save to not slide on the wet cobblestone to slam into a wall.
All right, so dex save.
Deck save.
Hey.
You have
I'm
a danger sense. Is that
Yep.
applying here?
Let's see, danger sense is
Plus any dex
against
sense
effects that you can see,
right?
such as trap.
Go that just ran by here!
They burst through and ran out the back.
Run out the back!
No sign of it.
Do I see tracks? Has it left any, like, tracks in mud on the ground? It's raining.
It's cobblestone.
No! Is it more like Muddlestone? Ah!
I'm
Gosh!
just imagining that anime thing of like you rush out the door, you look left, you look right, you don't know where it goes, you scream to the sky as it's raining.
I want to. You may say no to this. In fact, it's highly likely you will. I would like to, if I could, scale the nearest building immediately and see if I could find it. Like, look around from on top of it and see if I could find it.
The buildings are very wet.
I will
came up with
punch
the leaf climbing
footholds into the walls, Aaron.
I will incredible Hulk that.
You can certainly try. Knowing that this does have a high risk of falling from a building.
I don't care.
Okay. Roll me a perception check and then a athletics or acrobatics check, assuming the first 16. So just looking for a place where you can find
die from
purchase.
fall damage.
We're not going to be able to find it either.
13.
Find it okay. It's you're definitely doing some parkour here. You're climbing effectively the side of what is an inn.
That was
There's
the perception
footholds?
one noting.
Yes. So that's
Yeah.
just you found an area that seems climbable, because otherwise you'd have a vertical building that you would literally have to punch footholds.
And then you wanted me to do athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics is better.
That's
That's 11.
setting the
though.
DC with my brain.
I'm going to throw the building at the Kenku.
Big brain DC.
Alright, so you get about 15 feet up as you start climbing, and you just feel this drainage pipe creak ever so slightly, and then you're ting, ting, as you see all these little bits of metal that have been bolted into the side of the building start snapping off as it slowly starts rocking back. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Trap or no trap?
This is not a trap.
Okay. Gonna fucking... I can't turn... Can you make the effect skip on me? I can't interact with it.
I mean, can't you just hit disadvantage and roll it?
I could.
There you go.
Ha-ha!
You feel it slowly start leaning back as you drop a few feet and grab onto a nearby balcony. You do not plummet the 15 feet. You are now like dangling one hand above your head in the rain as lightning flashes overhead.
It's fucking gone, man.
Mm-hmm. I need an APB on a fucking bird.
How close to the roof of this place am I?
Right now, you're just slightly under 15 feet up, so about 12 feet up. You'd have about another story and a half, so about another 10 feet, roughly,
That thing is gone.
to get to the bottom of the roof.
Then yeah, the issue is line of sight as well as how long it's taking me to get up here. I'm going to swing myself down, hopefully harmlessly. Like I'm gonna not just plummet, I'm gonna take the time to get to the ground safely. And, I'm gonna punch some holes in the ground. Well, one hole in the ground. Take this ground.
See how I feel after the first hole.
Okay.
And now you broke your hand!
Alright. Well, given that, I'm gonna return to the others. I can't.
To the other.
The others are there. They're just dead. I'm gonna drop kick you into the sky.
Baxter's just like, damn it, looks around. Where am I?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back.
Alrighty. You arrive. In the meantime, Torin, several guards have surrounded the area. Some have marched down. Some have gone into a nearby building, which just with kind of mapping it with your brain, you know, would probably be the upstairs to the stairs you guys were under before, as they surround that area and make their way in short order. The corpse of another guard is brought out.
Okay. Jeez. Have you guys found anything?
Death, mostly, but we are going to scour that place and make sure there's no traps or anything left behind.
Yeah, please do.
It can be a tricky bunch, these necromancers.
But hey, success, we got him.
Yeah, we got him, at least.
I
Is he
suppose.
dead? I can't remember if he's, like, knocked
The necromancer?
Oh, the
Yes,
Baxter,
Baxter,
yes,
Baxter ripped his heart out.
out. Okay. It says he's dying on the combat tracker. I'm just like, is he...
No, he
Yeah,
is.
The necromancer
He
heart.
is
Yeah.
among his kind.
Can Logan
Yeah.
have an item called necromancer heart?
I don't need it. I crushed the heart.
Oh, that's true.
I
Threw
fucking
it
Toko
in the
Ozaki'd
water.
him.
Yes.
Except he won't be coming back because this necromancer doesn't have bodies hidden all across the world.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Are there any temples to are there any temples to Ilmater?
Ilmater in the city? Almost
Yeah.
certainly.
Okay.
Double check and see if there's any
Hey,
named
for
temples.
reference, Deco, I think you were keeping track of it. How much money was in our house fund?
We have... I have a nutty bite in my mouth. We have 695 in house fund.
Oh, I'm just gonna write that down. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Also, would they have any clerics that could perform like resurrections?
Almost any major temple would have someone at least capable of performing that. Whether or not they're present is sometimes another issue altogether.
Right.
There are two major points of worship for Ilmater if you're looking for them in the city. The Hospice of St. Lopson, which is in the North Ward, and I believe closer to you, the Halls of Justice, which is a temple to the Triad, which would be Ilmater, Tyr, and Torm, that's located in Castle Ward.
Keeping in mind, I don't believe we need resurrection. We don't need to go that high up. We just need raised dead.
Well,
Their
I more meant just
Unless, how are their bodies?
Their bodies? Burned. Burned in places and frozen in others. They're wholly intact. albeit much worse for wear.
Yeah, if
We
finance
had
is
mentioned
becoming
at the
an
end of
issue.
last game that because we were helping out certain places with this, that maybe you guys could get their help if you needed it.
Yeah, we just need a quote first, is the main thing.
Yeah.
Like, we need to know how much we need to go to people to ask for before we start asking them.
Yeah. Also, my god is Ilmater, so
Yeah.
may as well ask him. Like, hey, Ilmater, how you doing? You do me a solid.
I got you, fam.
Hey, Nader, can you bring back my not slave?
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Even if we just consider the cost of the spell, each one of the raised deads would be 500 gold,
yeah, that's not including the service. So,
depending on how much it costs, yeah. Maybe if you can get a deal with your church, they could be like, yeah, we'll do that, you just need to provide the materials, in which case we could scrap together 1,000 gold.
yeah. Ugh.
We'll see.
Okay.
That's on you. I did my part and failed gloriously, so now it's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll wait for Bax to come back.
All right.
You sure
It
you
takes
wanna do
about
that?
takes
What?
about 15-20 minutes.
Jeez,
As,
you ran a while.
Yeah, like he was full sprint for every single one of those rounds. He was blocks away, and with just everything else, I'm sure there's a degree of, all right, where am I? and then
And it's
slowly
not like
working
I'm
his
gonna
way
full
back.
dash back. I would have taken my time. I'm gonna be honest. As Bax, I would have assumed that while I was doing that, you would have taken them to where they need to go. But that's an assumption on my part.
He
See Sir
just
Everdon
saw you run
receiving,
off without any explanation. He wants to know what the hell happened.
That's
So,
fair.
Yeah.
A wagon gets pulled up after a little bit, and several people in robes come out and start speaking with Sir Everdon.
Do they have any insignias or anything?
They do. These ones specifically would be. Let's see if I can find it. Roll me religion. This wouldn't be too hard since I think I've rolled for this specific one before.
An 8.
Oh, good.
It's hard to make out in the rain. Given the familiarity you see with Sir Everdon, I'd say you have a general idea that they're probably close to something he is, which makes you assume probably Kelemvor, but it's also not the most commonly worshipped god in the city,
Right.
given the
Yeah.
abject neutrality of it.
Yeah, I also have a god that's probably not as common to worship. But okay. I'll mosey on over to Sir Everdon there. Hey.
Hey,
How are you holding up over here?
we're fine. I'm just mostly healing up the few injured left. You look like you could use some help yourself, actually.
How are you doing that?
He looks over at the person who's casting Cure Wounds on him. The robed people I just described just now.
Would your friends here be able to raise dead?
None here are qualified. These are just the novice clerics who are here to make sure they can tend to the injured. We need to get to a temple for that.
Do you have a rough idea of how much that'd cost?
In the city, it requires a diamond of some value. Other than that, generally a contribution to the church, but I couldn't give you an exact number. No.
All right. Fair enough.
I owe you a lot. If you need any assistance, let me know.
Might just take you up on that offer. But not now. And he'll start walking back over to Kyra and Alif's corpses.
Yeah, they're all laid out together. Unless you specifically would have moved them away. So next to them would be both the necromancer and the half-orc guard.
Who's laying next to the necromancer?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I move them away from the necromancer.
Yeah, you get a good bit of distance between them. He's about 3 to 5 feet away now.
Well, no one's looking. I just spit on it.
You see the occasional guard come by and spit on it. Like it's,
There you go.
there's
Cool.
not a lot of reverence being given. Everyone else has been arranged for the most part, and while there's not a lot to be done, especially in this weather, there's a level of respect given. There's not the most respect is given to keeping anything that could be considered evidence. You do notice as you go to spit on it that I don't believe it was looted, so he's still clutching a spellbook.
I'll take that.
Oh, dude, I want that.
I'ma take that. He don't get that. Where he going?
I'll
take
find
that, just put it in my
his
bag.
spellbook. That would be in Spring Chick.
Hey, that guy's taking that guy's book!
Get
Oh,
him!
who cares?
Oh, oh wait, it's the necromancer. Okay.
Hey, did you spit on him yet?
Yeah, like 2 times.
Hell yeah! We're trying to get distance over here!
Oh, neat. I'll join you in a sec.
It's a shame all these people are dead.
The way you were speaking to didn't
You
sound
guys
like
are
Thorn, it sounded
doing
like
this.
Bogan.
Bax walks up in the background, fucking.
I didn't manage to catch him, so I guess they died for nothing. Oh, what are you guys doing? Having a good time? Cool. Neat. Oh, man, they say you gotta deal with it somehow, right? It's gotta be part of the job, otherwise walks away. Otherwise, it just gets you after a while.
Yeah, put its spellbook in the party inventory.
Got it.
Hell yeah.
After I do that, I want to go over to like Kyra and Alif's corpses. I'll crouch down next to like Alif, and I'll just say quietly, just so nobody can really hear, just had to go and die, huh? Bit of a pain in all the way to the end, huh? Why'd you have to get dumped on me?
Her hand moves and sticks up and flips you off.
No.
It does not happen.
Reach over, just grab her hand, and he'll just hold it. And I'll wait for Bax to come back.
All right. Not long after, you return Baxter.
And then he enters.
And then he
Not
enters.
as gracefully as
Stage
one
left.
would hope.
Wet, hurt, and upset. Baxter returns.
Hey.
Hey,
What was that? Saw you run off. Didn't know what was happening.
saw one of the Xanathar's guild making a break for it. Figured they had the stone.
You got away.
They got away.
Damn. Okay.
It was a Kenku, so they're nimble enough that I didn't think I'd catch them. But I was keeping pace until I lost sight of them.
Well, we'll get them. Hopefully we can have the guards look out for potential suspects. But for now, I'll look over to Alif and Kyra. We should bring them to my temple we might be able to find a cleric who can revive them.
You do that. You don't need me for it. I would just get in the way.
You don't want to be there?
I want to go talk to the Zentarim.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
What do you need from them?
Help.
In finding the Kenku?
Yeah.
You do you. I'm not gonna get involved in that.
I know. That's why I said you do that, and I'll go
Yes,
do it.
yes. Whatever. Alright. Good luck. I'll throw both of them over my shoulders and just start walking to the temple. Actually, I should probably like go over to the manor just to pick up the gold. I'll turn back to Bax as well. Hey, this is gonna cost a pretty penny. You have any gold? Chip in.
I don't have much on me.
I've got, I'll toss him. I got 5 platinum and I got 35 gold and 2 silver, but I'll toss you the gold and the platinum. So that's a collectively 75 gold's worth.
I spent a lot of it recently on equipment, potions, and such, which I had to burn for us to make it out of there. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more, sorry.
That's fine. Hey, how much was in the house fund again?
You're asking me? More than 500. I think. I sort of...
I'll find it.
I sort of put that out of my brain after I give it to a leaf.
That's fair. All right. And
There's a truck going down the street here. Just hold on.
step
Okay,
aside,
it's
everybody.
gone.
Big
It's gone.
carriage coming by.
Yeah, big 16-wheel carriage.
Yeah, crazy.
Has a dead Kenku on the front of it.
If I finish up my business quickly, I'll come to join you. This just has to be done quickly.
Okay. I'll meet you there then. Now we'll start making our way over to Troll Skull Alley, to the Obsidian Halls.
All right. Are you leaving the corpses there for them to store in the meantime, or are you trying to carry both?
I'm trying to carry both.
After a brief period of struggling with just the encumbrance of 2 large bodies, you feel the weight lift slightly, and you see Sir Everdon behind you, pulling Kyra off of one side.
Thanks.
It's the least I could do.
Follow me. He'll keep walking on with a leaf over his shoulder. Once they get there, he'll try and find the house funds. And
Yeah, I assume there's a general communal understanding of where it's kept.
how much is in the house fund?
There is
600
695.
Yeah.
195.
Added
Let's
to
take all
the 70, added to the 85 gold I just gave you. That should be what? 780?
And then we got 70 from the Necromancer too, I think.
I don't know who put that in their sheet, but yeah.
Did we divvy that up already? The 70 gold from the Necromancer? No.
I feel like we didn't divvy up any rewards from that.
Okay. So.
Also, a leaf has 17 suns on her.
Whatever those are.
Sons
Those
are
are
platinum.
pieces.
Okay.
17?
Se- 17 suns and 8 dragons.
Shit, you can just pay for it. It's fine.
plus
Most
35.
like she's been throwing most everything in the house fund, but she's been keeping these sons because
So
she's
let's
been
see.
trying to get used to holding money.
So just to be clear, that's 695 for the house fund, plus the 85 that I have, plus the 170 that you would contribute. So that's 950, apart from whatever you happen to... Oh, wait, sorry, then what, 70 from the Necromancer, did you say?
70 from Necromancer, 695 from House Fund.
So total,
170.
apart from any that you might already have in your inventory, that's 1,020 gold's worth.
Okay.
Kyra also has a bit of gold on her, 159.
Plus
All right.
159. That's, apart from what you have, that's 1,179.
Whew. All right.
So the diamonds are covered. Now we just need to figure out labor costs for this,
Exactly, yeah.
and then start saving up to fix the obsidian halls again.
Yep.
Plus 3.
That can come later when we take all that money from.
Well,
the
you know,
heist thing.
it'd be good that whenever we fix the obsidian halls, my hope is that all of its owners will be alive. So
Well, that's cool. Just
Hopefully.
get Kyra up. I just work there.
All of you, in the time that you would have spent near the crime scene as the clerics arrived, they would have cast at least 1 cure wounds on you, so I've just increased all of your HP by unfortunate double ones they rolled, but 5
Oh
HP.
no.
hit points are hit points.
Yeah, man.
So, assuming that does it take us enough time to get to where we're going that we could like rationalize a short rest?
With Cerambros, Everdon, and Torin, I'd say they're carrying corpses through the rain. No. For you, you're not far from the yawning portal. You could either get there and take some time to yourself, if you'd like to have a quick short rest before you head upstairs. But travel time, you're not amazingly far either.
If I take any time for myself, I'll do it after I talk to them.
All right.
Cool.
Say, from where you were, about an hour and a half has passed to get you back to the Obsidian Hall.
Mm.
Oh, there's a lawnmower. Be right back.
I'll just make it 2 hours, given the weather.
And the, the encumbrance.
Yeah.
So far behind the TV.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Perfect. All right. Once he's picked up the funds from the Obsidian Halls, he'll make his way back over to the Halls of Justice.
All right, you pick those up and you'll head back that way. All right, we'll get you guys. That'll take a little bit longer, so we'll cut to Baxter. You walk into the open door of the yawning portal. Not a busy night. There's, I said night, it's only midday. There's a few people in for a late lunch, early dinner.
Could you remind me quickly, because I have the old one in my notes, but I don't have the new contact in my notes. Who's the Zentarim contact that's taken over for Davil?
Be under the center. Not tables.
And I feel the need to ask, do they have art?
I don't believe she does now.
I'm going to be trying to push that button from now on, now that I know that some of the NPCs do. Fucking with holding out on us.
Her name is Tashlin Yafira.
Could you say that last name again? Or better yet,
Yafira.
could you drag and drop it into the chat? Is that possible? Because I'm going to spell that wrong.
A lot of these are like, you're going to get it wrong if you don't have it.
Yeah, I was going to start with a U, so... Sierra. I'll go in. I'll head up to the room I would normally go up to. And, is anybody at the door?
Oh, I lied.
Okay.
Here you go.
Ha-ha!
Hey.
Hey, Tashlin. Nice axe.
At the door, there's two guards. One familiar one that you've seen before, another one that you haven't. They nod at you.
I need to see Tashlin. It's relatively urgent. It's not even relatively urgent. It's urgent.
All right. He leans back and raps the door twice, and then opens it slowly. Come on in.
I head in. Probably at this point, spiking my hair back up from the rain so I don't look like Archer Gilgamesh. And heckin', are they present in the room? And if so, just them?
Currently, it's her and one of the guards came in behind you, and
Makes
there's
sense.
another guard in the far corner.
Hello again, Tashlin.
Hello?
Normally I'd be in brighter spirits and more eager to work, and I hate to come here again asking for a favor, but I need something and I need it relatively quickly from you.
If I can help, then I'm interested.
To the best of my knowledge, I filled you in on the basics of what we're doing right now, trying to find a stone trying to investigate a large hoard or a vault or something that we're trying to get into. And we managed to track down what we think is a key or a compass or something to that effect related to it, but in the process, a few of my compatriots died.
As long as no one stops me, I'll pull up a chair and I'll sit down.
Yep. You stand opposite of her.
I trust that my surviving teammate is going to be able to get them back up, so hopefully that'll be fine. But a Kenku escaped from the Xanathar's guild and took the stone with them, and I wasn't able to catch them. So I was wondering if it was at all possible if you could help me to locate them, catch them, or tell me where the Xanathar's guild members might hide or congregate, or if they have a secret guild or something. Anything that would make what we just did worth it.
So they got the stone back then.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up past you and snaps her fingers and points to the door, and the guard that followed you and goes out and closes it. I'm interested in this hoard. You've spoken lightly before, but I haven't exactly had the best information coming towards me from up top. It seems like the Zentarim is also interested in the same. I'm sure you've butted heads with a few other members recently.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, we have a loose form of formal leadership. Connections to power. Anyone who has it can use it effectively. There's a live and let live / live and let die attitude, obviously, in this family of ours. And so long as we keep our priorities straight, no one will stop anyone from pursuing their own ends.
So what you're saying is that even though some higher-ups might be after the same thing, you have no qualms about us going after it for ourselves? As long as we don't step on too many toes within the guild.
Cut me in.
Oh yeah?
I'm absolutely willing to help you.
What kind of deal are you looking at? We don't know
10%.
exactly what's in the 10%.
You said it's a vault, right?
We know that it's some kind of hoard, but we're not exactly certain of exactly how much is in it. If I do agree to that, you do understand that it could be 10% of something that was looted long ago.
You're Alright, I should get my business priorities straight. I'll help you find this vault, and you let me come with you. And then we'll negotiate once we're there.
Tell you what, if this makes it better. 10% of it, and if it turns out that there's nothing inside of it, then I'll cut you in on all of my earnings regarding my business or my earnings in the arena for the next year, which is not a small amount, if my short time here has said anything.
You definitely made a splash.
How does that sound? As for coming with us, if you want to, you'd have to talk to my compatriot Torin, because I feel like he would have the most problem with that, but I don't have any issue with it. What I need
want
from
to see this vault.
What I need from you is I need this Kenku found, or I need to know where it's going to take the stone, or I need to know where the Xanathar's Guild hangs their hats so that we can go there and get it back.
So I've been doing digging. I don't know exactly what the stone does. The best I've got is kind of the general, it's some sort of a map. It was stolen from the Xanathar's Guild some 2 weeks ago. Right around when there was all that fireball trouble up north. Near, I think, where you live?
Yeah, we were directly involved with that. So it was taken from the Xanathar's Guild, and that whole debacle was them trying to get it back then.
Yeah, it looks like one of, or some of our people were acting on orders from up top about retrieving it. And someone had gotten a hold of it, and we were making moves for it.
Alright.
I have a general idea about how to find Xanathar and their hideout, but that place is extremely dangerous. It would be something you might be able to sneak into and snatch it back, assuming they have enough time to get it there. It's probably not there yet, since you lost it an hour ago, 2 hours ago?
Within the last couple of hours, yeah.
Probably won't make it there for at least a day or two. They're gonna lay low and hide before trying to move anything that valuable. There's a few Xanathar hideouts in the area. I can have some people check and see if any activity has been noted, at least as of late.
They may heal. I should also note I dealt this particular Kenku a relatively grievous wound. Unless it gets healing immediately, you might be able to tell it for the wound. I've stuck a javelin through it. So if you're just looking for Kenku, that's unidentifying factor that you could use, I guess.
That would help. Kenku, either with a limp or ideally bleeding.
If you do manage to find something, when should I check in with you, or what do you want me to do?
Go check on your friends. Come back tonight. The bar's open pretty late. Almost. Well, really, it's open as long as you want it to be. I'll have people spend the day looking around for it. It'll be hard to find any blood in the rain, but you said it was near, it's near here, considering the time it took you to get here. We'll scour the area, and I'll check a few places I know, and, if I can find anything, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we do it the hard way, which involves stealing from Xanathar directly.
Thank you for the trouble.
Hey, I'm getting money out of this, too. It's not trouble anymore if it's business.
Yeah, the money doesn't matter so much to me, if I'm being honest. Just with what we lost trying to do this, even if we get it back, I want this to have meant something.
Nobody should die for no reason. Get that?
I'll leave you to it then. You got a lot of work ahead of you.
Get yourself a drink downstairs. Sure as hell look like you could use it.
Man. I'll bounce back. That's how I do. But thanks. And I think I will, in any case.
I'll see you tonight.
Baxel take off and hands in his pockets, head downstairs. For the sake of knowing that we have time and that things are probably going to be okay on the other end, he will take enough time to catch his breath because he hasn't really stopped moving since the chase.
Yeah.
And
I will short rest you.
Thank you. And I'm going to spend both my HD. And I'm not going to do great on them.
It's fine.
It's whatever. Who even gives a honk? I don't.
true.
0 honks are given.
Oh,
Not one
since
honk.
me and Kyra are lazing around, can we have a short rest too?
Yeah, sure.
Get that arcane recovery going on.
I only have
Neato.
2 HD.
Unfortunately,
so
you can't
actually, I'm
spend
not
HD
even-
while you're unconscious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any right now. Anyway, like even if I could, I only have the 2. You know, I'd be ashamed to waste them now.
It's true.
At the Obsidian Halls, you gather the money you can. Sir Ambrose is still with you. A respectful distance away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's heading over to the. Or which
That's right, you're making your way to the Halls of Justice.
yeah, which temple would have been closer to the Obsidian Halls?
The Obsidian Halls? You actually, after getting to the Obsidian Halls, might be closer to the other one. Double check. So that one's in Castle Ward, and you are in North Ward. I think your house is in the North Ward, so you're probably closer to the Hospice of St. Lobson.
Okay. Then I will. I'll head over to that temple instead then.
Alrighty. You make your way there. It's an older building. It's not particularly grand. It is a large wooden structure with a sign with the symbol of Ilmater on the front, the clasped hands with the red cord.
Also on the sign, 2 for 1 resurrections today only. Come in now before you're dead for good.
Oof. I'll head into the to the temple here.
The door itself is unlocked. It looks and feels more like it's like a repurposed home. Going through it, it's large. It's around, I'd say, slightly smaller than the Obsidian Halls, honestly.
Okay.
But areas that would have been, say, living rooms, have been repurposed, and there are beds and different places. You see white-robed figures, all with a red cord tied around a wrist, moving about. You see a few people speaking to different people with ills, or you see like one person nursing a broken leg.
I'll shift Alif's position from over my shoulder to like more of like a cradle position, and I'll try and approach one of the white-robed figures.
You notice fairly quickly as they rush over to you, and they're like, "Oh, please, take them to one of these beds over here.
Right.
Clear out an area."
He'll do so. They died just recently.
They're gonna flicker back to them and then back to you. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought they might have been just wounded.
No.
Sorry for your loss.
Hopefully it'll be fine. Do you have any clerics here that can revive people?
I'll see if I can find anyone with a skill set. We're not amazingly staffed right now. We generally travel between here and the Halls of Justice, but someone should be in within at least the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I can find anyone with a skill set. We're not amazingly staffed right now. We generally travel between here and the halls of justice, but someone should be in within at least the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I can find anyone with a skill set.
Sure.
And they move off and start asking about.
Mm-hmm. Just wait for them. Sort of watching everybody who's like injured or whatnot. He'll go over to some of the injured and he'll go over to one of the more grievously injured people and he'll pump a cure wounds into them.
All right. Yeah, you see probably late teens, scrappy looking kid. He's got a bit of like fence that had stabbed through their abdomen.
Oof. Ouch. All right. Yeah, I'll approach him, say, hey, you're gonna be fine. And I'll pump my cure wounds into him. He'll heal 5 and get to full.
Yeah, basically. The wound itself starts closing up. There's a bit of a scar left over, but it is significant improvement over where it was before.
Mm-hmm. Feeling better?
Yeah,
Good.
thanks.
Yeah. No problem. He'll mosey on back to where he was. And wait for them to find a cleric.
After an hour or so, different people moving in and out. A tiefling with red skin and these kind of glowing yellow eyes in the same white robes shows up.
Good evening. Is it evening?
It's getting close, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet.
Well,
But,
good day.
Not too good, I suspect.
Yeah, not
It's
as
rare
much.
I get a visit when it's a good day.
Yeah. Are you able to help them?
I can. I don't have the required components entirely on me. Those are things I would need you to provide.
Do you know where I can buy them?
Most jewelers have things in stock. I could find them myself if you could provide the value of those. And all in all, I'd need about 1,300 gold pieces.
Whew, all right, can do. We have, from all of that, like 1,215, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll provide that. I'll dump all that in, and then out of my own gold, I'll provide the rest. The 85 gold, right? Yeah, 85.
As you start providing from the house fund and everything else, another sack comes from behind you.
Oh.
Just lands next to it.
I'm super
200 gold pieces. It's not much, but
Oh,
like I said, I owe you.
thanks. And he'll take 85 out of that, and he'll put the rest into the.
Thank
house
goodness.
fund
Now I don't have to spend just my money.
there. Yeah.
I only have to spend everybody else's money.
Woo! That makes Torrid happy. Yeah. He'll provide the gold there.
I'm impressed. Most people don't come so prepared, let alone willing to part such an astronomical amount of money.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Give us another hour or two. We'll have the things procured. If you have anyone you wish to say anything, I find it helps to drag them back, so to speak.
I'll go looking. Thanks.
All right. And he'll sweep up the cash, and him and a large, burly, like half-orc nurse will exit the building.
All right. I'll turn to Sir Ambrose Everdon and say, thank you for your contribution there.
It's the least I could do. If I had more of my money or more time, I could have done something. I'll find a better way to pay you all back. I've been hunting that pile of garbage for months.
Well, if you want to say any words to help drag them back, I might go towards your payback.
Hopefully.
He goes up to it. Get back, you fucking cowards! Wake up!
Yeah.
Rallying cry.
Yeah. Well, I have to go find Bax. So, I'll
stay here with them.
Thanks. Be as quick as I can. So, head toward the yawning portal.
All right. Bax, what are you up to? You just staying there for the time being?
I'm finishing my short rest, I'm having my drink, and then I'm gonna try to pep myself up, because if I lose face, then everybody will die. And then I'm gonna head back to the Obsidian Halls, because I don't know exactly what church he's going to.
Fair.
It's okay, Bax. Everyone's already dead.
That's okay. You'll stay dead. If I don't put a smile on, then everybody will, their souls will explode.
Alright, about I'd say halfway through the journey, a little bit, probably a third of the way in for you, Torin. As you're on your way back, Baxter, you see a large dragonborn stalking his way down the street. Very familiar sight.
Do I see him, or is it just Bax that sees me?
Roll me perception.
Fair. Wah!
Yeah, you know.
Hey. Bax.
Hey,
We need your help.
I mean, I should think so. What? Why? With what?
We need your help dragging them back to the land of the living.
Oh,
It's part of the ritual.
I'm good at dragging things. Sure.
Good.
Our
All right,
friend.
follow me.
Okay.
On the way back.
The Zentarim are looking into some known locations where they know that he might be hiding out. And since I injured the Kenku whenever I chased him, it might make him a bit easier to find.
It's good. Are they doing it for free?
Of course they're not doing it for free.
Didn't think so. What do they want?
The current deal is 10% of whatever ends up being inside the vault if we pursue this all the way to the end. And if that doesn't satisfy them, then I've made a personal deal with them that doesn't really matter too much. Just I'll pay them back out of my own pocket.
If you're fine with that, then I guess that's fine.
Whenever we go for the vault as well, my contact wants to go and see it with us.
We'll see what the group thinks once they're back.
Hmm.
Personally, I'm not a fan of that, but I might get outvoted.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I told him to
Alright.
talk to you, so you can have that conversation with them.
Okay. Looking forward to it. And we go to the temple.
All right.
And I walk away.
And
With him.
walk away with
And I walk away parallel to him.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're going the same direction. That's
Oh, this
weird.
is awkward. Should we like go different ways and meet up? Like, what if you
No,
arrive
no,
like
I
10
need you
minutes
to follow
sooner than me, and then it doesn't look like we showed up together?
No.
To what end, I don't know, but I'm just...
No,
I guess it wouldn't... I'm making this out to be a big thing. No, let's just go. Let's just go.
Man, now it's awkward because you made it a big thing.
I'm thinking about why you might have made it a big thing. Like, what were you thinking? Why is it weird? I didn't think it was weird until you pointed it out. Now I'm wondering why you thought it was weird.
Oh man, now I'm insecure. Oh,
That's fine.
why is that fine?
I don't know. Let's just steer into it. Well, I don't know. We'll tell them we're together. It's whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. What do you mean it's fine? I don't know. Maybe you're cute like that. Let me alone.
Maybe if we showed up together and people made assumptions, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. Maybe it's not a terrible thing. What if they thought that? Who cares? I don't care. You care? Whatever.
I don't care.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, then we both don't care. Is what we're saying. Okay.
That's good.
We're gonna go see our dead friends now.
Let's stop hitting on each other.
And scene.
And back to reality.
We should hurry.
You return to the hospice, and you find Sir Everdon still sat next to them, just solemnly in some degree of prayer. He looks up as the door opens, and down the hall you see him raise a hand towards the two of you.
I'll raise his hand back to him.
My impulse is to say how are they doing, but I'm gonna not do that.
Yeah, it might not be great. Has the cleric shown up yet?
Not yet.
Alright. Guess we're still waiting.
Sure, he's probably gonna find the right things.
Mm-hmm. On the way back, it was 1,300 gold total for the revivifications.
Okay, then we managed to cover that.
Yeah, with the house fund and everybody pulling in.
All right.
Sort of awkward look away.
It was what it was. Money's just money.
Money's just money.
You can't really weigh the value of money against the experiences accumulated by a human life, so it doesn't matter to me how much we had to spend to get them back. If we can afford it, it's all just metal. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Wish there were more people who thought of it like you did.
Hmm?
I just like the way you think.
Isn't that the normal way to think?
Yeah, you'd assume
No.
perhaps it's my time with the nobility, but a lot of people are very dedicated to counting their coin.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
People will betray each other over coin.
That's dumb.
I agree.
I mean, obviously I get it, to a degree, but when it comes to bringing back people you care about or protecting them, I don't really see why people would value money above that. Ultimately, it's just metal. I don't need more than I can carry in my hands in life, so... I don't know, I guess.
Money can get you a lot of things, but it can lead to a lot of opportunities. But
I guess. I just don't want a lot of things.
yeah.
How you doing, Everdon?
I'm alive, so, well, I count myself as lucky. I'm, torn as to my purpose right now.
Having a crisis of faith?
No, just a lack of direction. I had been hunting this necromancer for months. Now that it's done, I have to do something else. Just not sure what yet.
Well, this necromancer was involved in a big scheme by the Xanathar's Guild to find a stone that is some sort of map or compass to a large vault we're finding. A lot of what he did is presumably to that end. So, if you want, why don't you help us try to get to the end of whatever path we're on? And try to make sure that everything the necromancer did doesn't result in more people getting hurt.
If that is what you wish.
And hey, we may even pay you at the end if you do a good job. You gotta spend like 5 nights wandering around in some graveyards first, though.
You get the slightest smile at that.
Or, I mean, if you're looking for work, it's not like, once we get things up and running, it's not like we're gonna handle all the stuff that the Obsidian Halls are gonna do.
True.
You could take on work through us. We could hire you to do things if people come in asking for jobs.
I still have to do my duty as a knight, unfortunately. But I shall aid you however I can.
Keep it in mind.
After about 40 minutes, another 50 minutes, the door opens back up again as the deluge outside briefly comes back into full focus, and you see the form of a tiefling and half-orc re-enter the room.
And a half-orc.
Yep, the nurse that went with them.
All right, yeah.
I can't ask. I'm
You
dead.
can't. You're dead.
But
Is he handsome?
yay!
It's all right. You'll do just as much about it dead as you would alive.
Sure.
I can only gaze from afar.
Cool.
There are no ugly half-orcs in this universe.
Nope.
I love this universe.
The truth is, all half-orcs are beautiful.
They're like drow.
It's true.
Tusk love, baby. They make their way over to you. I
Hey.
have everything I need.
That's good. Then
He
let's
gives a silent nod to you, Bax.
Nod. I give a loud nod.
all right, let's get this started then.
Right away it is then. Which one first?
Let's flip a coin.
I don't like this question.
That's fair. It's fair to have some hesitance.
Which one do you love
If
more?
if it's odds, Kyra. Kyra.
All right, Kyra. Yeah.
All right. Makes his way over to Kyra's bed and places a silk cloth right around her midriff, and then pulls it back, and there's a substantially large diamond there.
Mm-hmm.
This is always the strangest part, I guess. But while this is going on, if anyone has anything they'd like to say, this is probably the best time. And he reaches down and touches it and closes his eyes, and there's a dull white glow as you see the cord around his wrist begin to unravel and just float in the air in front of him. And there's a small, almost shockwave with no sound or emission of force You see this ripple come off of the diamond as it slowly disintegrates into dust and light and descends into Kyra. As glyphs begin to appear in the air, the cord itself stretches and expands, forming a circle. It actually passes through some of you. And in this case, standing where he is, there's a small, thin circle of red cord, and 3 others appear. If anyone would like to join, they can enter one of those.
I'm joining in. Yeah.
Will do so.
Alright. And Sir Ambrose will absolutely enter the 3rd.
All right. Whew.
As he's focusing the magic, and each one of you enters your respective circle. The cord itself floating as though in water becomes rigid as you enter it, and then slowly sinks to the ground. And then a thin streak of light emits from where it's connecting to him and starts moving its way around the circle. Starting with Baxter. Is there anything you'd like to bring to the ritual?
In terms of speaking her sentiments, or in terms of
This would be anything you'd like to provide whatsoever, be it an item, be it you could say something. This is effectively a skill challenge.
I'm gonna... Bax will take his hand and move it over to Kyra's forehead and just brush Kyra's hair out of her face, assuming that it's somewhat disheveled with everything that's been happening.
Much like the string, it's also flowing ever so slightly.
Hey. You're an employee of the Obsidian Halls, right? So, you haven't been formally dismissed. You're not allowed to go yet. And I don't mean to be a bad boss. Actually, are you above me? I can't remember clearly. But, frankly, the world's a little bit less bright without you in it. You're a sputtering flame that illuminates everything around you. And that light is grounding for people like me. So I'd appreciate it if you'd stick around, okay? Come back to us.
Ready?
Bax is a man of not many words. He then punches the wall. I don't know.
I'd like you to roll me persuasion. Seems like it would fit there. If you can think of any other skills that would apply, you can roll me a skill check with those.
All right, either my employee
I'd
and
love
or
to-
boss, you're not allowed to leave.
If it's gotta be persuasion, it's gotta be persuasion.
You can, unless you can think of anything else.
Definitely wasn't performative, so I'm gonna go with persuasion, which I do not have any proficiency in. And here we go! 8! I said come back!
All right. The light moves along the circle from you to Torin.
I'm just imagining in Bax's eyes, he was all calm and like moving her hair out. From everyone else's perspective, he's just grabbing her by the shoulder.
Shaking
Wake
her.
up!
You're a spark that illuminates everything around you. Wake the fuck up, Kyra! This isn't funny!
Roll intimidation.
He's just like bawling, like fucking Ghibli tears.
Just puts fist up. You wake up right now! Rolls intimidation.
I will I'll start with I don't really know you that well, Kyra. I just know you do spells and you're red. But I do know that you like these. I'll pull out a Losser spellbook.
All right.
You're probably curious as to see what's in here, huh? You probably want that big old blast of cold, don't you? Fuck somebody up, huh? You can have it once you get back. Only then, though.
You place it
That's-
on her chest.
Yep.
And can you just roll me a D10, D20?
Want to burn down the town, Kyra? Want to burn down
Oh,
the town?
nice!
You want to burn down the goddamn town, don't you?
Her eyes shoot open immediately.
You want to burn down the town with Cone of Cold, don't you?
Yeah. There's fireball in there, too.
Oh, I know. I know what's in there. I sampled it all.
So did we.
Some good shit in here.
Take a look at Everdon. Let's see what he might want to bring.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Hey. Wake up.
I've not exactly been entirely kind to you. I underestimated all of you. And you were all the people who helped me finally get what I wanted. I will bring you back, one way or another, so you could speed things along for me. Or maybe that's that punishment I deserve. Either way, thank you.
What was it, Aaron?
Who knows?
Don't show us.
I have no
Lie to us.
intention.
Good.
Just imagining one of the other clerics in there is just like, is he threatening her or?
Aaron's just staring at a one like, oh, who knows?
Who's to say?
Where is it?
Oh no, Sir Everdon stabbed her with his great sword. I haven't been
which-
exactly kind to you, and I don't intend to start now.
Which
you.
one of the numbers did I get?
I need. Where is it? As the light finally exits Sir Everdon's circle and moves back towards this tiefling, he extends his hand towards the center of the circle, and the cord itself begins wrapping itself around his wrist once more. As he turns his hand, palm facing up, the light returns once again, jutting up from both sides as the whole cord turns from this crimson red to this bright white light. It's almost hard for any of you to see for a few moments. And as you shield your eyes from the light and look back, the cords have disappeared. Kyra. Your eyes open up. Surrounding your bed is some familiar faces and one not so familiar face. You feel like shit.
Did we get him?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck
that's-
happened?
And that's your spell book on your chest there. Or that's his spell book on your chest.
Oh shit. That's
You have
Awesome.
a thick leather grimoire on your chest.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Got some good shit in there.
What the fuck happened?
A lot. We'll explain to you after we get her up.
As he says that, you look over to your left, and you see the fairly badly burned corpse of a leaf.
A leaf?
Hey, what's up?
Shut up. You're dead.
Shut up, dead girl.
Be quiet. How dare
Fucking
you?
quote Logan from last game. Shut up, you dead bitch.
It's a reasonable point.
She's just looks at her like horrified.
We might need your help to get her back.
Yeah.
He'll
Kinda
look
like-
over to the.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So she kind of starts tearing up a little bit, and then she just immediately wipes it away. She's like, yeah. Alright.
We'll turn to the cleric. I think we're ready to move on to the next one.
Shall we?
Yep.
All right. You'll slowly pace over towards the base of a leaf's bed, and he produces another diamond, places it right at like the bottom of her rib cage. If you're not feeling well, you can stay in bed, but if you wish to participate, then you might have to fight through that.
What are the penalties to her, by the way?
Saves, checks, and attacks are all -4, which I think right.
Use that. A leaf knows what that feels like specifically. She was exhausted
Exactly.
almost to death that one time.
Yes!
Is that right, Logan? You do
You're the
better than me.
best!
Yes,
for
that
this.
would do it.
All right.
Save, checks, and attacks.
Oof. Oh, that's brutal right there.
Yeah, dying sucks.
Show it. There we go. Resurrection sickness, and he begins extending his hand to begin the second ritual. A similar set of occurrences happen as the thread begins expanding once more, and 3 separate rings form once again.
I'm gonna step into one of them.
Same.
Yeah, Kyra will do it as well.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Alrighty. As each of you step in, the rings once again become rigid and stop flowing as the light and dust disappears and slowly sinks into a leaf's form. As the first jettison of light fires out towards Kyra.
Hey, Leaf. Not really great at all this sappy shit. But you're a good friend. And I don't want to lose you. I've already lost a friend, and I don't want to lose another one. You keep saying that you don't really think of yourself too highly. You don't think you're important, but You are. You're important to me. You're important to all of us. Also, she's gonna cast knock on her collar twice.
As you move to cast knock, you notice that the collar itself is actually unlatched and hanging loosely on a leaf's throat.
Oh?
I'm fucking dead, man.
Hanging loosely, what does that mean?
It's open.
Yeah, it's open.
Oh, it's open. Okay. And never mind then. She will take that, I guess. She will take the collar off of her. Just toss it over her shoulder. And if you're pissed about that, you're gonna have to come back and kick my ass for it.
What skill would you like to bring to the table?
I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna suck at it. I suppose it would be either... I guess it would have to be persuasion.
You can do persuasion.
That's
Oh, oof. Man, resurrection's a bitch.
Yeah.
It wasn't a smart idea for me to participate at all, but...
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It means a lot in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Light glows around you for a
100%.
moment before passing on towards Baxter.
Bax is going to take a very deep breath. Alif, what the hell are you doing? You're being insanely off-brand right now, you know that, right? You don't like touching gold as if you're allergic to it. Well, he does that, he like flicks a piece of silver out of his hand. But do you have any idea how expensive you're being right now? You owe us an apology. So why don't you get up and do it? Furthermore, you're supposed to be there helping me push my brand forward. But you're sucking up all the attention right now. How's the Stonebreaker supposed to find any success without his groupie, you idiot? I can only break stone. I can't break the hearts of the populace unless I have some help spreading the word. And you are the only person I want to do that. So stop being such an expensive basket case. Get up and do your job.
I immediately wake up. Sorry.
Otherwise, you're fired. And I'm gonna buy you the most expensive gravestone we could possibly imagine.
What
You know, I
would
was
you like to
convinced
bring?
for a second it was persuasion, but then you pulled out that.
So I'm gonna go performance.
All right.
And I'm gonna throw my inspiration into it.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Get up.
Thank God you had inspiration.
We don't know which one would have dropped, but we would if we used that extension. I'm just throwing it out there.
As the light extends forward and finally wraps around you, Torin.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. We're not allowed to use like same skills as other people, right?
You can.
Or-
Obviously, if everyone does the same one, it'll have diminishing impact. But you absolutely can if you think that you have a strong suit in some area. It's not going to take away from the impact. If you have something to say, you can persuade again, for instance.
Gotcha. All right. I'll yeah, come forward. Alif, I really need you to get up. There's I haven't told anyone this, but there's someone I'm looking for, and I need all of your guys' help. The more help I can get, the better. And Your help especially would be quite useful. But it's not gonna get done if if you stay dead. You wouldn't want to disappoint me, right? And can I roll?
I think they should all use. I think every single one of them should have done intimidation myself. I'm kidding.
Can I roll intimidation?
If you'd like.
Yeah.
14? All right.
Alif, I miss you. Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah. Does a theatrical performance. Arcana check?
Alif, I really miss you. Fucking fires confetti out of one of your sleeves. I'd like to roll with performance.
Alif, come back. Can I do animal handling?
But yeah, so.
Biff
As the light returns back to the tiefling, and once again expands and fills the circle. And more prepared for this time, you see bits of glittering light filling the center. Torin, you can almost see just this ethereal set of hands just touching either side of Alif's face. And as they slowly vanish, the light disappears. Alif's eyes open.
This kind of like skitters up.
Ah, zombie! I punch her.
Alright, I don't want to come back anymore.
No.
A tackle hugger.
I just go to sit up as if I can.
Yep, you have the full capability of movement. A little, you feel weak, but stop.
Did I climb a mountain again?
In a way. But no. Not literally.
Nice save. She may have literally thought she climbed a mountain if you didn't say that.
Oh, thank God.
Hey,
I'm
man.
kidding. No. Looks around. Did we do it?
What? The necromancer? Yeah, I got him.
It's true.
Good job, Bax.
Eh. That's my whole thought. Meh.
Looks around. It's like, what happened here?
You
Bats.
died.
Bax puts hands on back of head, like arms up, turns, walks to side of room, acts like he doesn't care about anything that's happening.
Oh, all right. Kind of like looks down, like, oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna be feeling like shit, but you'll be good.
On the upside, I think you'd be happy to be rid of this thing. You're from slightly off, as you see a red tiefling Alif holding up a thin metal band.
Puts hand immediately to neck and notices it's gone.
Nothing there.
It was already unlocked.
Maybe. Oh. Do I know anything about that collar? Like, would I know if anything happened if it opened?
A slave is a slave for life.
Okay.
Once they die, the collars generally will be unlocked to be reused. You've never seen anyone try and force it off. You don't know what would happen there. But yeah, you've only ever heard of those collars coming off when someone has died.
Well, that's good. They'll think you're dead.
So, now that you two are back to life, I think it's about time we take inventory and people get what for. Here's what happened while you guys were down. The half-orc...
He walks away.
Huh?
Well, there he
Oh,
goes.
but
I mean, he was gonna partially be involved in this, but there he goes. So here's what happened. You guys were taken down while we were fighting. The half-orc that was with us died. I don't know if the city's going to do anything about that. Everybody went down, and I took down the necromancer, which I would not have been able to do if I hadn't brought 1,000,000 potions with me, so I don't particularly feel good about it. So, I guess what I'm saying is you two, I don't know exactly how you would avoid cones of cold like that, but do better in the future. And as for me, I found out the stone was outside. I chased after it, and the Kenku that was carrying it got away from me, so I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to do better, but I need to do better in the future as well. And I'm sorry I didn't get it. But I took the first steps to making up for making that mistake, and I've got some people looking into where it might be. So I hope that makes it okay that I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
No. Kyra will just go up to him and give him a very brief hug. And then punch him on the shoulder.
I'm only used to fighting in situations where it seems fun to me. And generally, I keep everybody behind me, or I'm fighting in arenas, and I'm not exactly sure how to process a situation where we didn't accomplish our goal. I survived and other people died. So I'm glad you're okay, but this isn't what I'm about. And I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. I promise that. I'm going to do better.
I think we could all probably stand to up our game a little bit.
Yeah.
You said it was a Kenku?
Yeah. 2 of them, actually. I saw one that briefly bumped into the other one. I injured one, so they're gonna try to use his wounds as a way of finding him, but if you pass the stone off to the other one, then we just have to hope that they manage to find it. It was the Xanathar's Guild. I don't know if that goes without saying. On that note, I gotta go. I gotta check back in. I gotta check back in with the Zentarim. They told me to come back tonight.
It's been about, since you had your conversation with her, it's been about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Around what time is it?
You're looking around dinner time now.
Yeah. I guess I actually have some time, it turns out.
Yeah, let's fucking chill
I guess
out.
I just assumed a lot had happened today, so I thought it'd be getting up there. I'm no good at counting. We know that, so...
Well, want to head back to Obsidian Halls then? Get some rest. You guys definitely need it.
Before we go, can I look around to see where that tiefling went?
He's just in the other room. It's hard to miss him. You can still see his figure. He's just giving you all some distance.
I don't want to leave that collar with him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look after him, see everybody's gonna getting ready to leave, and I'm gonna try to get up and make my way over there to go to retrieve it.
All right, you walk up to him. He glances at you. Really think you should be in bed, and no state to be walking around like that.
This has happened before. We're gonna be leaving anyway.
I hope that hasn't happened before. That's
Well, not this entirely, but I'd like to have that returned, please.
Are you sure?
I don't know what happens when that thing's like that. I don't think that I want anyone to come here for it.
I'll give it to you if you ask again, but I think we both know how dangerous these things can be. And he pulls back a collar on the side of his jacket. You see a burn mark in the shape of a ring around his throat.
Ooh.
Mine was a bit different, but the use is all the same.
I'm not going to put it back, if that's what you're saying.
It's just the proximity to the slave is a dangerous thing. So I'll ask again. Do you want this back? And he'll hold it out to you.
Kind of like looks at it. Yes.
Okay. He puts it in your hand.
You sure you want to hold on to the past like that?
I don't want to leave it here. I want to get rid of it somewhere else.
Where?
Or even have it destroyed.
That would be best.
I would hate for it to come here for anything to happen to this place. I
doubt it.
already know that people who are near the person who put this on me are in the city. I wouldn't want them to come here.
I can't imagine those sorts of people would... they'd torch a church. That'd make a whole lot of enemies that nobody would want.
I don't
They'd
think
have the
he'd torch
entirety
it.
of
I just think
Waterdeep
he
on
would.
them.
I don't think he would torch it, but we already saw he was really slippery. It was the man you fought in the arena.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to be in danger.
I think the church... I mean, it's your call. Just as far as this train of logic goes, I think the church is probably better suited to defend themselves than any of us ever were.
I mean, we could destroy it, chuck it in the ocean. We could do any number of things with it.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for it, but they also said before that they were understaffed.
It's fine.
I just don't believe that people like that survive by being indiscriminate killers in the middle of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So we want to head back then?
You guys need rest, and I'd like to get some food before I have to head back to the Zentarim. Plus, I want to talk to you guys about exactly what my deal with the Zentarim was and see how everybody feels.
All right.
Oh, someone's dying in the background.
I just pretend that was Kyra coughing.
I want to turn back to the tiefling. I'm just going to tell him thank you, and I'm going to be off.
He leans in very close to you as you turn around. If you're going to dispel that thing, I would do it where there's not many people around.
How much do you know about things like this?
More than I'd like to remember. Let's just say I had some experiences in the City of Brass once.
Where no one's around?
I don't know about yours, but in mine's case, it had a bit of an explosive reaction.
Huh.
Gives you a wink. Go home, get some food.
Would you mind telling me your name?
Gomori Thais, at your service.
A leaf.
It's a pleasure, a leaf.
Oh, Bad Baxter. Stop.
I know about you.
Fanlin, champion Fanlin. Okay, bye.
Eavesdropping on this conversation.
And we out of here.
He just like slides in from frame left.
Oh, Bad Baxter. Nice to meet you.
And I think that's where we'll take our break.
I was gonna suggest.
Peace.
Yeah, we're
We're
goodness.
alive.
You guys need to rest for 4 days, and
I do.
Torin and I and Everdon will go and fucking raid the Xanathar's Guild while you rest.
Yeah,
It'll
that'll
be
be
fine.
fine.
After all, that's a barbarian, a cleric, and a paladin. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can fuck. I mean,
Cleric.
paladin.
Oh, you're
Nice.
sorry. It's a barbarian, a paladin, and a paladin. It's a good team.
A paladin? You mean
Yeah,
a
he's
knight?
a paladin.
No, he's
No,
a
no,
paladin.
he's
He's
a
a
paladin.
paladin.
Title only.
No, he's a paladin.
If we just pretend long enough, it'll be true.
What do paladins do? They kill undead. What did we see him do? He killed some undead. He is
A
clearly a
lot of
paladin.
things kill undead.
Like paladins!
Blast
Are
that
we
shit.
all paladins?
Anyone
Paladins
can
are part of a
kill
lot of
undead.
things.
Hell yeah, we're all.
We're all paladins.
I'll kill you all.
Aaron,
Step off my turf!
can you send me his name so I can put it in my notes?
Sure.
Yeah, put it in the chain.
We can't spell for shit, Aaron.
We can.
So we can't be blamed.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Have fun or else. I will also be right back.
I wanna talk at him again one day. Maybe during the 4 days that they fucking fuck off and leave us home.
Get a cleric house call. I mean, we technically could do that.
That's true.
We have paper birds.
He's red like you.
It's true. He's also a tiefling.
Does that mean you're a I'm kidding. Hey, what's going on, chat? I just came back. How you doing? Roll con save or stay dead? Nah.
I'm very glad that was a roll on your part, Aaron.
Yes. No, I refuse to make you guys roll for it.
Aww.
It would have been such a situation of like, I'm not looking. I'm just not going to look.
No.
Aaron,
Yeah.
if we got the
It's
roll,
stressful
though,
enough knowing that I can then be like, you die.
Yeah, and if
Aaron, but if we get the roll, I could have nat 1'd and died.
exactly. So shut the fuck up.
Look, all I'm saying is that could have been a death right there.
Yes, it wasn't. Yeah.
Both cleared your DC by magnitudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Or do you not want to say?
I will not say.
Okie dokie.
Yay! Asking Elise how's it feel to be chosen second. Oh no, that's understandable. Like you have to make sure that Kyra's up first, and you know I'm the second fiddle. It's understandable.
That way she's
I'm not as
with it.
important.
Trust.
I'm not as important. So you know that's also why Kyra decided to help, because there's a bigger chance of me dying.
I
You
will
see.
kill you again, and I will not feel bad about it.
Aaron, I want to talk to Dat Boy again and be like, "Yo, how you have a burn mark?" And he's like, "Oh, it's exploded." And I'm like, "Well, how come your head's still on?"
It is a tiefling.
And I got so many things, and he's gonna be like, actually, I wore it because I was going through a rebellious phase as a teenager. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty metal.
So I traveled to the elemental plane of fire and became a slave.
That's pretty fucking metal, man.
I'm assuming he doesn't have art.
Does Gomery have art?
No.
Nah.
No, he is of my creation.
Can Gomery have art?
He could, but I'm poor, you see. So no.
Oof.
But yeah, obviously you have to get the most important one up first. That's why it's fine.
Shut up, you
Just
dead
in case
bitch.
it fails, and then just in case the first one fails, they can try again with her. You know, they don't have to waste anything on a leaf at that point.
I mean, technically, they would not be able to do that. Stop applying rules.
You don't know.
Troll.
No, if it had failed on either of you, then Cerambrus everyone's like, "Welp, time to figure out true resurrection."
Find someone with that.
That would have been his new quest in life.
Yeah.
He might have gotten there someday.
He would be a paladin by the end of that, for fucking sure.
He just starts taking levels in cleric. Well, it's time to do it myself.
I'm going on a quest. What kind of a quest? A quest to slay a dragon. If I can do that, then I can use True Resurrection.
He gets to be like level fucking 21.
He goes and hangs out with Monty
21.
as they're going after Carnifex.
I assume he's already like. Well, I guess technically he's a knight. He doesn't have levels.
He's an NPC. He has no
Yeah.
set levels. Some do, like Hilam
Unless
is technically
we were
level
to
25. So, you know, there is
Unless we
that.
were to take him as our character.
He'd have to be like level. What's resurrection, like a 7th level spell?
I'm gonna put this in pictures and videos real quick. Oh my god. This is the funniest version of this I've seen.
What?
Where's our
I feel like I
thing?
know what it is. At least the format. Yep.
Yeah. Ah, yes, me, my girlfriend, and her brand new glowing celestial body.
Oh, the Sokka and the moon.
At the boomerang guy.
Also,
That's rough, buddy.
obviously I haven't been watching it, but apparently they're remaking Demon Souls for the PS5.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like Game Theory tweeted about it earlier, being like, "Cool, they're remaking Demon Souls for the PS5. Now we can all quit halfway through again."
It's true. That's what most people do.
Well, this is
true.
a funny. Look at this funny.
Just looking at the percentage of like achievements, like the percentage of players who've gotten in any Souls-like game or any similar like game where difficulty is an emphasis. There's a drop-off point in almost all of them where you like beat a boss, and it's like 10% of players have gotten this. And I'm like, wait, but this is like just a chunk of the way through.
I like H-Bomber Guy's Pathologic video where there's an achievement for making it through every day, and I like that it's like 80% or 80 to 90% of players have beaten like the first day achievement. 5% have beaten the second day achievement. It's like, wow. Clearly people didn't care for this game post day one as soon as the plague hit.
I'm back.
What it looks like?
Yes, the thing that you're seeing that looks like a tube with a popped collar, that is the PS5.
It's heckin' neat looking.
Nice.
I think it looks neat. I think it looks a bit techy. I feel like this generation's going kind of back in the direction of like, oh, it's all round and futuristic, whereas the PS4 was pretty. Here's a block. It does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Xbox One,
Yeah.
PS4 were very,
But
like,
I'm fine with that. I think it looks neat.
I like the Kaiba head on it.
Oh yeah,
Xbox One is just a big old block as
it's
well.
true. It is just a square. It is a big old rectangle. I'm looking forward to the PS5. Apparently, there's been no official announcement about whether or not the backwards compatibility stuff is actually going to be the case, but I'm hoping. It's like,
Right,
the
it's
one,
Like, there's always hope for it, but like every single time a new console comes out, it's like, oh, and it's gonna be backwards compatible with the PS2, like all the way back to there, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm
This
done
time,
thinking about it.
There was some level of official confirmation on this one, like everything but, which is why I'm hopeful. But I don't know. I just, it's a thing I want. If I don't get it, I won't be mad. But I'm not being cynical because I like wanting things. Every Nat in before every Nat 0 forum. And
Nat, what?
somebody posted in before every Nat 0 forum. I think they're
Can't get
talking
a
about
Nat
bringing someone
0.
back to life.
Oh, we were talking about
Yeah,
rolling for ourselves for death saves.
Yeah, you can't Nat 0
Ah.
because a Nat is before a modifier.
Yeah.
It's true.
and there are no modifiers, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, even
Forgot
if there
about
was,
Fire.
even if there was, like, if
Well-
you got a -4 and you got a 0, you got a Nat 4.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you will have -4 to death saves.
Yes.
So...
It's all your things.
It's a slippery slope.
If you
Dying.
are rolling any kind of check of any kind right now, it is, unless it is, no, it's all of them. It's -4 and all.
Yeah, it's the same way that
So
the Paladin's
guys-
aura affects death saves.
Yeah,
Monks gain proficiency in them because they're ridiculous.
it's true.
Yeah.
Who wants to lay down for 4 days while the Xantarine find the guy we're looking for?
I
That
can't.
sounds...
I don't want it to get back to them, so I can't. What I want is to beat up anyone and get 500 experience and then run real fast.
Yeah.
Which level is that one going to be for you? 6?
5.
5? I thought it was 6.
You guys are on the same level as me right now. I'll just be there before you is all.
Can't wait to get 1,500 experience in one fight and level up.
Yeah.
Dude, remember whenever me and Kyra beat up a god while we were dead?
Yeah, we went to the fucking Bahamut's realm and we were like, yo, give us your lunch money.
And he's like, damn, I don't have Cone of Cold, the one thing that would kill
That's what they're weak.
I will kill you for this! Fools, we're already dead. Just fucking hand over mouth.
No! No!
Like,
No!
cold.
This has never happened before. But yeah,
Aaron, can we have experience with that, or?
I'm good to jump back in whenever you are.
Yeah.
Just come back as level 18 characters.
Yeah, let's hop back in.
Cool.
Woo!
Alright. Hitting the button, adjusting for time, boop.
You guys make your way back to the Obsidian Halls. It takes you a short period of time. It's not very long. You're in the North Ward already. I'll say it takes you about 30 minutes to get in and settled.
Alrighty. Now go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Weren't we
Go to
gonna
sleep.
talk about...
No.
The
Don't
Suzanne
talk
Forrest
and talk in your sleep.
Just talk. Talk in your sleep there.
They get food. They eat. We make them Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Force them to.
Campbell's chicken noodle rations. Hell yeah.
Okay, so my deal with the Zentarim right now is I let them know basically the full deal about what we're looking for and how it's probably a big vault, a big storehouse of dragons and such, and because time is of the essence, I asked them to search for the Kenku that I lost. In return for what's going on, the Zentarim operate in a, from what I understand of it, in a very split way of the Zentarim are actually a vast network of interconnected people that all have their own agendas, and there are higher-ups, but on the level we operate at, it's all relatively splintered. So we're working with the ones that are friendly with me, and my contact would like a cut of the vault in return for their work. They'd like 10% of it. They'd also like to come whenever we know where it is. They'd like to come and see it for themselves.
Alright.
That's
What?
basically the full deal.
I don't think we ever really talked about what we were going to do with the stone when we got it. Were we planning on going and try to find this place?
I was. I'm
I mean-
kind of all of, that sounds like a big thing that we could then talk about in the city, and I thought that was a great branding opportunity. Have I misread the room? Are we not all interested in getting a lot of money?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just wasn't sure if that's what we were doing. I know you said something about that corpse, said something about Rainier wanted us to have it or something, to have the stone, but nothing beyond that.
It's also, the problem arrived on our doorstep, what with the explosions and whatnot, so I kind of feel like it's something we're owed to see it to the end.
We don't know if they just wanted us to have it to protect it or not, or if they
Would
wanted
the
us
city
to
come
go
down
to
on our asses if we just took it all?
It depends on who it belongs to.
I think we should probably look for it. I mean, if anything, if they're gonna find it, it's better if we have it than the Xanathar's guild, right?
Yeah.
We
At
could
least
put it to much
given
better
all-
use.
At least given all the trouble that they've given us, I'd prefer they not get it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And say what you want about the Zentarim, but from what I've seen of them, the Xanathar's guild are definitely a lot more cutthroat than they are.
Telling me.
From what we've
Torin.
seen, the Zentarim isn't really hurting for money either, so adding a little bit onto it probably wouldn't do that much.
Yeah.
If I
What
can
is a
send
DM
this
summary?
directly to you.
That appears in your brain.
Okay.
Kill them!
You hear a
Is it
feminine voice
Destroy!
with the occasional pause as maybe a spell is being recast, and that message is transferred to you.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Torin's head starts ringing like a phone. He's like, sorry, I gotta take this. He pushes his temple.
Yeah. Press my temple.
Press your bum eye. Just
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't done this since the first week I met him. Hold on.
Well, you might have to. Well, I'll be absent for about a 10-day.
Oh?
Why?
I'm supposed to observe somebody. For it's another member of Force Grey. Apparently, he's been acting strangely.
You gotta observe someone?
Yeah. He's
Is
been
that
hanging
some-
out at the yawning portal lately. A little more than usual. But
Okay.
I'm supposed to observe him for the 10-day and report back to my superior.
Is that something that's gonna take all your time?
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Well, you're not gonna come back here, even to rest?
Maybe to rest, but my main job will be to observe him.
Well, you guys need time to recover anyways. And honestly, that Kenku wasn't that tough. If I could find out where it's staying, I could probably take it down on my own. So,
It
if
has,
we
like,
managed
50
to...
with it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I could... I'd...
Working with the Zentarim to help find it would at least still be probably preferable than sitting here.
Mm-hmm. If things don't escalate to a point where we know it is, like, tonight or tomorrow, then it's likely that it's going to get back into the hands of the Xanathar's Guild. And if that happens, we're going to have to infiltrate them to get it back. At that point, it doesn't really matter how long we take. So, I'd say you have enough time to do whatever you gotta do. When are you starting?
Tomorrow, most likely.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Okay.
Glad I know this guy. This is the same guy who I
You're friends with.
was with. Yeah, I'm friends with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
But-
noticed the last few times he wasn't there when you were visiting, and
Yeah.
only recently did you get this message.
Mm-hmm. Strange. But, yeah. By the way, if you're going to be trying to find the Xanathar's Guild, I should probably warn you and ask you for a favor. If you see another Dragonborn among their ranks, a silver one, let me know.
Okay. I won't make a big move on them. If we have to, like, infiltrate their home base or anything, I'm not going to do that alone. Now, that's stupid. But, if I see one when I'm trying to get back the stone, then certainly, I'll tell you. Just curious, if they attack me, is this, you want them alive sort of deal? Or, like, are they an enemy through and through?
I want them alive so I can kill them myself.
What if I can't do that? And what if I have to kill them?
You do what you have to do, but I prefer them alive.
Okay, good to know. I'll do everything I can if I see such a person to make sure they get back to you. But if they are coming at me and I have no way to take them alive, then, you know, it's them or me.
That's fine.
Cool.
Hey, Aaron, I just sent you a question in the Discords.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Be careful around him too. It's very dangerous.
You're warning me about him. I assume he must be.
Yeah. Well, I suggest we all get some rest, except for Baxter, since he still has to meet with his interim.
Yep. So I take it at this point that future disagreements notwithstanding, we're all cool with the Zentrim plan, lesser of two evils and all that.
Yeah, I don't
I
mind.
don't have a problem with it.
I have no room to object.
Oh, you're here.
Hello.
Hey,
I forgot he had him.
Oh no, I knew he was here. I'm not surprised.
Sir Everdom, would you like to try to find a place to rest here?
you got a guest room?
If you'd like me to. Otherwise, I can return to my estate.
But yeah,
It
Torin,
might be
if
better than here, actually. We haven't got a lot of things fixed here yet.
Guest room's pretty shit.
and it's gonna take us even longer than it was gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, how all of our gold was used, right?
Torin
Well-
still got gold.
Okay, so I'll just
I
go
still
to
got gold with Everdon's
took all my sons, right?
contribution. We have 115 gold left in the house fund.
Okay.
You took all my sons, right?
Yes.
Wait,
all my
Tyler.
gold.
I
I'll
took
put
all your gold as
115
well.
in-
Yeah.
I'll put 115 in the house fund.
Okay.
Yeah, Torin. Moving forward, we're gonna have to trust the Zentrim if they want to help us, because things are gonna get tumultuous. So, are you? I think we need more than silence from you on this subject.
I disagree with the methods, but again, I owe you all a great debt. Ignoring circumstance is what it requires, then I will do my duty. I am bound by my honor, and you have all done me a great service.
Spoken like a true paladin.
Thank you, Sir Everdon.
Now, how about you, other paladin?
I'm also not a fan of the means, but if it'll help us find the Zentrim, then I'm fine with it.
Cool.
This will help us find the Zentrim.
Yeah, I just let that go. Just let him. Just let
I
it
mean,
go.
God damn it.
It happens. Just let it go.
Listen.
I clocked it too. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna be like, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what he means. I just have to give it to him.
The Zentrim will help us find the Zentrim. It's only a matter of time.
Listen, I slept like shit last night. I don't.
It's 2020. We all slept like shit last night. Big oof. But yeah, heckin' cool. Bax will get some food in him, which I assume has been happening over the course of the conversation, and he'll then head out and head back towards the bar, since he knows it's not super late yet, but there's not a lot else really to do between now and then, so he might as well wait there.
As Baxter goes to leave, I want to call out Bax
Yeah.
and Torin, and you as well, Sir Everdon. I'm sorry that you had to end up using so much of our fun, but I'm very happy that you brought me back. Thank you.
Yeah. You're worth it.
Yeah. Sucks that I'll still have to deal with you, but it's fine.
You know, the irony here, Leaf.
Fucking left me dead, I guess.
The irony here, Leaf, is that makes you the most expensive thing in the house.
It's true.
I point at Kyra.
Yeah, no. You both are.
No, it's you. It's you.
You brought her back too.
Yeah, but she has nothing to do with this.
You can't do this
Yes,
to me,
but-
Bax.
You've got the most expensive room in the house.
That's not my fault.
Later.
Door closed.
Nice.
Driver Don,
Pat
do
you
you
on
want
the
a lot of
shoulder.
pillows?
I have a lot of pillows.
I guess I'll
You
go
need-
upstairs and lay in my luxurious pillow room.
Torin will offer like a hand to help you up the stairs.
I will allow, because
Cool.
you know, even though you said you're gonna fucking like have to deal with me, you're the one fucking asking to deal with me. Fucking
Yes.
Kyra, keep up. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
sure, I'll
reminding me, oh,
do
is
that.
that what we're doing? And then he just picks up Cairo.
Yay!
Kind of. I can limp at least.
Shut
Well,
up.
luckily Kyra only has to go up like what, one flight, right?
Yeah.
Cairo's on the second floor.
Yeah.
Has to guide him through the maze of that floor to get to her room.
It's a very defensible floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a door knocked into the fucking wall. Ugh. Okay.
Be wise. Anyways, I'll put you down now.
Okay, thanks. And thanks for the revive, too.
I didn't do much.
Oh, you helped. Oh, fuck. She's gonna lay on the bed. Not even, like, get covered or anything. Just gonna pass the fuck out.
You hear a soft thump as something hits the blankets next to you.
What?
A soft thump as a small, like, I'd say, slightly smaller than a baseball, like a large jawbreaker sized ball hits the blankets beside you.
She grabs it.
It's a smooth stone with part of it carved. It looks vaguely reminiscent of like a face.
What is this yours?
It's yours now, well, for the time being. I have the other one. Use it to contact me. I'm going home.
Oh,
The door
shit.
closes.
Alright, cool. Thanks. And I'm gonna pass out now. And she does.
When you
And
said
do.
stone, I'm just like, wait, the stone? Where?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I actually
By the
took
way,
it.
I found this stupid fucking kangaroo. and I killed it.
Pulls off human mask to reveal bird face.
I always knew it.
Whenever you said something hit the bed, this is like, my immediate thought was Trevor Tom was sleeping on the bed with her.
Same.
So that the giggles, like, I need to explain slightly more, I think. All right.
like,
so
oh
Kyra seems to
my.
be resting. Alif, are you going to be resting?
Yes, I suppose. I
Alright,
won't
Torrin
try to
and Baxter?
sneak out and join Baxter.
No.
I said I won't try to sneak out and join Baxter.
Okay, good.
Luckily, for the next couple of days, you won't be here to stop me. I'm kidding now.
True.
I tell Torin good night, and I go and lay down.
All right. Baxter and Torrin. What are you guys up to?
I'm going off to the Zentarim.
Torrin, you as well? Since I think you're both headed to the portal. Or are you remaining at the Deep City?
You said you're going to start tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Would it be okay if I started tomorrow, or do they want me to start like now?
There was no explicit order given, just to observe him. So you
Alright.
decide. You were given the leeway to make your own decisions.
I will start tomorrow since I am tapped out.
Hell yeah. Alright, so you're resting as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all will begin your rest meal. Alright. Baxter, You make your way to the yawning portal. It takes you about an hour to get there. Since you're by yourself, you can move quite quickly through any crowds you'd bump through.
No.
You
Oh yeah,
arrive
you can.
there,
He's just
it's,
bashing him out of the way.
getting close to the proper evening by the time you arrive.
I'm going and I'm going to spend some time inside, have a meal. Oh, no, I won't, actually. I have no money. I'm going to go inside and enjoy some of the company of the rowdy patrons, and I'm going to hang out until, let's say, midnight.
All right. You clock a few familiar faces. You see Yagra. She's in this evening. You see, presumably, since Torin told you about it, you see presumably the person he's talking about at a table not far from the entrance, a man in a breastplate, just drinking by himself. And,
You won't have to watch him if I watch him first. Yeah.
And otherwise, since it's getting later on, it's more busy. This is the level of energy is closer to what you're used to of the portal.
Yeah. It's a good time.
You wait till about midnight.
I do a big in-character yawn, and I'm gonna head up to talk to them. I'm gonna go see if I can check in with Tashlin.
You head up to the top floor, and the guards are there. It's a different set. You don't know either of these two, but they seem to expect you as one of them just opens the door and steps aside.
Ah, darn, I was gonna fucking power move, and I was gonna see them, nod at them, and do the double knock myself, but I guess it's alright. They opened the door. Power move subverted.
I thought I was the one who would do the power move, but it turns out I was moved by power the whole time.
Shit.
I go in.
All right. You head inside. It's lit by a few candles aligned along the walls. None of them seem to be emitting any smoke or lowering in level at all. The wax doesn't seem to be melting. As you enter, you see Tashlin waiting for you.
Hey, I have returned. Any good news?
Back? I've got news. I can't say it's good or bad. We noticed a uptick in activity in two places. In the sewers, I believe you've had the opportunity to see one of their hideouts before. We've noticed that the Sanithar's Guild has been moving more often through one of those hideouts recently. We don't know what the uptick in activity is about, but we notice there's more people in there right now. And there is a small tower just south of, not too far south of here. It's mostly abandoned. It was built by, I don't know, a wizard, I assume. It's a place that's easily overlooked. Makes for a great place to lay low. I'd figure if your bird is somewhere, he's one of those two places.
I see.
Oh, by the way, if it was getting around evening and I waited till like 12, could I have, over the course of this whole thing, gotten a long rest in, or?
The hour would have taken you to get there. If you do a long rest, you'd have to wait till around the party at home. They're gonna finish their long rest in 1 hour, so you'd need to wait until 2 a.m. for your long
Could
rest.
I have done that just in case the world explodes and I suddenly need some hit points?
Stay till 2?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, heckin' long rest me.
Give me that sweet hit points and half my HD. Yeah, 2 HD! That's how I live!
Live on the edge.
So, do you have any strong inclination about where they might be between these two places? My mind goes to the tower. Guess that might just be me thinking about birds a little bit too hard.
Well, they can't fly, if that's what you're thinking, but that would be the first place I'd go if I was running from whatever scene you must have come from. Whether or not there's a way to move underground from there, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's a lead, perhaps.
I think I'll probably go after that. I might ask the others to go with me, and I think going there immediately would be the thing to do.
If you can contact them, that wouldn't be. I could send a serpent for you.
Sure. Send them there, send a serpent and ask them to come meet me here.
Sounds like one for a lively night.
Yeah.
Holds a hand out, and you see as she pulls her sleeve back, there's just a long, like intertwined series of tattoos along her forearm that are all these different winged serpents. And as she holds it out and closes her eyes for a moment, one of them slowly, as though stepping out of a portrait, just peels itself out and just begins flying off the side of her arm, and it coils around it for a moment before she holds it out and it flies over to you. If you tell it a message or think of the person you're looking for, it'll know who to find, and I will write something out so they know to meet us here. Scrawling on a little tiny scroll that they wrap up and then throw over towards you.
So I tell it the message and it'll go?
Think of the person you want it to find, and then if you want to add anything, I've just written, meet me at the yawning portal, and there's a small scroll that she throws in your direction.
So I don't gotta actually talk to the snake?
You can if you want, but no, you don't have to talk to it.
Okay.
His fingers were like on the snake's mouth, like as if he was going to open it to speak into the snake, and he just removes his hands.
Okay. I'm thinking of a leaf. And as for the note, I'd like to just make sure that it at least contains the details of, we have a lead, we should probably act relatively quickly. You guys, once you feel rested, if you feel like coming, meet me at the yawning portal within a couple of hours. If you don't feel like you're ready for it, and if you need to rest. Torin, if you can spare yourself for the night, it'd be appreciated. If you need your rest to watch the guy, then don't worry about it. That's basically all I want included in it. We're gonna raid a tower. Gonna beat up a bird. Just a whole bunch of like PSS's at the bottom.
All right, you amend the original message, and you attach it to the snake, who then coils around you for a moment and then springs off and out a small side window into the raining night. Actually, no, it's past midnight. It is now foggy.
Oh.
The rain has let up for the time being.
All right. And now I wait.
Oh, after getting an idea of where these places are from her, I'm going to go downstairs and I'll wait for the others to come find me in the main area.
All right. Alif, you awake.
Is it a red flag?
Totally a red flag. You've been up for, by the time the snake would show up, you would have been up for at least an hour or so. If not, just you could have continued lying in your bed, or you could have gone downstairs. What are you up to currently?
She would have continued to lay down because probably still feels like shit.
Yep. You have -3 to everything. Same with you.
Hell
Kyle.
yeah. So she would probably be up in her attic room, just like beside of her window.
All right. There is a tapping window.
Huh.
What could this be?
I go over to window. I open window.
And you
Ready to
receive-
punch whatever's there.
There's a flying snake.
I punch. No, I'm kidding. Bax has mentioned the flying snake before,
Yes. Yeah, several times.
so he's kind of like looks to it. Hello.
It flies in and attempts to coil itself around your hand.
Hell yeah.
There is a note attached with, assuming you read it, the aforementioned information.
I don't know,
I'm not
Aaron.
going to make you go through bit by bit.
I don't know, Aaron. I can't read common.
Oh, there is a note attached.
Well, that's an oversight on my part.
I look at it and I'm like, golly, wish I could read.
Oh, wow.
And then I
Yeah.
go
You
downstairs
get a
to
few
take
words.
it.
You recognize like yawning portal and something else, and you're like,
Max is in trouble. I jump out the window. No, I will go downstairs to find Torin or Kyra to show this to.
right? Torn's room, I think, is the closest to yours. What are you two up to, Kyra and Torin?
If I'm awake, I probably would have left by now.
Going to Kyra.
All right. Kyra, there's a knock at your door.
Eric.
Kyra's dead.
Well,
right.
obviously no one's here, so
Oh, yeah.
I should go to the yawning portal myself. It's the only way.
Yeah, it's by the time you knock on the door, he's like what, what do you want?
Kyra,
What's up?
there's a snake on my arm.
There's a snake in my boot.
Get up and kind of limp walk over to the door, open it. Oh yeah, there's a snake.
I show her the note.
Okay, I'll take it.
It seems important. And I understand. I'm kidding.
Has a moment of realization internally. Oh.
It's something about the yawning portal.
Yawning portal. Yada yada. Backs something something. I don't remember what it said, but it says that if we're feeling rested up, then we can head on over there and help him with the tower thing. I think so.
Tower?
Yeah, there's a lead on the stone.
Yeah, there's a lead on the stone, and if we're feeling up to it, we can go and help him out with it.
Are you feeling okay?
I mean, I'm feeling like shit, but I'm not gonna skip out if he needs me.
As long as you're feeling alright, I think we should probably make our way there then.
All right, let's get going.
Let's go, Snake.
Oh, my cute snake. Where's my? Oh, I don't have my snake, and I don't have money to get my snake.
You begin your journey towards the yawning portal. As you open the door to head outside, the snake uncoils itself from your hand and flies off.
Not if I punch it, it won't. Opportunity attack. No, I'm playing. You come back with me, Snake.
So after about, I'd say, 30 minutes or so, Torin walks through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then after about another 30 or so, Alif and Kyra arrive.
What are you doing here?
Hi,
Supposed to be sleeping.
Torin!
Oh, from Bax saying he's got a lead.
I show the note.
Bow, 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 bow. Highway to the
Baxter Zone. Hey, guys!
Yeah, you wouldn't have missed him
Hi,
at all in
Max!
half an hour.
Yeah.
They're with me, cop.
Well,
You're not gonna narc on us, are you?
do I see Maloon?
Yep, he's still there. He seems quite inebriated, just sitting at his usual spot.
Okay. Well, I gotta keep an eye on him, so you guys have fun, I guess.
Don't worry, Torin. We won't like interfere with your work.
I'm sure.
Yeah, unless you need us to. In which case, we'll do it whether you want it or not. And she goes over to Bax.
Yeah. Baxter.
Oh boy.
I will hand him the note so that he has everything that Bax said in the note on him.
Cool. I take note.
It's like, don't worry,
They-
I can read this. I promise, Torin. Bye.
It's all in here. Oh, wait, hold on.
Who killed this?
All right. So you guys got the idea? We gotta head off to a tower that's a bit to the south of here.
All right. And you think this Kenku with the stone is definitely there, or is it like a chance it's there? Or what?
It's either there or, based on information I got, it's in the sewers. But based off of how these guys seem to act, I think the sewers might just be more general bases. So I think that the tower is more likely because it's a bit of an outlier regarding how they normally act.
Does
So
it
I
seem
think
like-
that we should go there.
Does it seem like it's defended, or like well defended?
I have no idea.
Alrighty.
So most
was
of the
getting-
sewers are connected under Waterdeep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they were going to a sewer, then they wouldn't have ran away from you up on the surface.
That's relatively true. They may have been spooked by the fact that, we already had some people presumably in the sewers, but
That's true. Apparently what you said, you ripped out that guy's heart too, so...
I did.
Fucking metal.
I ripped it out. And I crushed it in my hand. We should go to that tower.
Shit.
according to some things I've learned about Orcish tribes, you may be considered the chieftain now.
Good to know if I ever meet an orc tribe.
Oh boy.
Power.
I'm gonna remove Sir Ambrose Everdon for the time being. Alrighty. You guys are making your way off towards the tower.
Bye, Torin.
You
Bye,
are going
Torin.
direction.
Waves.
Torin, you in the time you've been there, you've seen Melun has basically just been getting hammered. Shortly after those three exit, kind of staggers up and begins walking towards the stairs up towards the bedrooms.
But he's going upstairs.
Yep.
I will follow him.
Do it.
You casually get up as he passes by. He stumbles past you and makes his way up. You follow from a slight distance. You follow him up one flight of stairs, and you see him drunkenly fumbling with a set of keys at a door.
Okay. He doesn't seem to have taken notice of me.
Not yet, at least.
Okay. I'll watch him and fumble for his keys.
He drops them once or twice, and he finally gets a key in. It's the wrong key. Pulls it out. Brings up the keys to his eyes to check if it's the right key.
Oh boy.
Puts it back in. It's the wrong one again. Until finally, on the third try, gets it in. You hear
A hardened criminal.
click over the light din at this level of the portal, and the door swings open.
Mm-hmm. It appears to be a room, right?
Yeah.
Like a bedroom. Okay.
Mm.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, I'll let him go in.
Yep. He heads in. You're "Bleh." Just creaks. Not back to fully closed.
Mhm.
You're a few thumps here and there.
It's not fully closed, or did you say it was fully
It's
closed?
not fully closed. It seems like it was, as he went in, he just kind of pushed it back, assuming it would close, and continued
Mhm.
moving.
All right. As soon as I stop hearing like a bunch of fumbling around, and then sort of the noise stops, I'll go over and try and peek through the door.
Peeking through, roll me perception.
Oh boy. Ah. An 8.
Oh boy.
You see, you don't see anything immediately that pulls your attention anywhere. You see his boots cast to the side, still in his breastplate as he's haphazardly strewn across his bed. His axe is just leaned up beside it, and there's a candle that's slowly, almost entirely melted out at this point, just dimly giving off the last of its light.
Okay. Interesting. This guy was my friend too. So
Yep. You know this guy.
yeah. Do I know if he normally stays here?
Generally, like the gray hands are kind of wherever they need to be. You've never known him to have a permanent residence. He's either in a barracks somewhere, but since you're not exactly guards anymore, you're closer to specters.
Yeah.
He generally spends most of his time either here, as since it's a fairly cheap place to rent, or any other inn.
Okay.
Well, he's looking for threats for the city.
Gotcha. I'm gonna knock on his door.
You get it like out of him.
Hey, Maloon,
Hey,
it's Torin.
Torrent.
How you feeling, buddy?
Woo!
Need some help in there?
If you have any ladies, and yes.
I walk in.
It's a bit of a mess and it doesn't smell amazing. It looks lived in. There's like he's got some extra clothes that are half seem to be hung up, others are just kind of thrown about on the floor.
You celebrating anything?
It's what day is it?
I tell him the day.
Ah! It's Rice Tide. It's not Rice. It's the day after Rice Tide.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, the day after.
It's the after party.
Yeah, is that so? Can I do an insight check on him?
Roll insight. He seems drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. You, seem to be going a bit hard at the liquor there.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have had so much.
You need help with anything?
Can you help me take my armor off?
Yeah, I'll help him do that.
Alright, we spend about 5 minutes or so undoing different buckles and clasps.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. I shouldn't wear that when I drink so much.
Yeah, seems a little, little hot with, armor on.
You're telling me he's just taking his shirt off.
Oh boy. Hey, let's get you to sleep. How about?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. If you need anything, I'll be downstairs for a
He's gonna
while.
pick up a bucket and just put it next to the bed.
That's fair.
Points to his head. He's like, planning ahead.
That's. He's doing that fucking. It's like
Would that meme like?
the finger to the temple. Thinking ahead. You certainly are. If you need anything, I'll be downstairs.
Okay, I will see you down there in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
You watch down.
Yeah. I'll go downstairs and sort of just wait for him.
All right.
I assume it doesn't take 20 minutes.
He does not arrive in 20 minutes.
Didn't think so. Yeah, I'm just kicking back, and I'll order the occasional drink.
Alrighty.
Not enough to get drunk or anything, but like
Just something to sip at while you watch.
yeah.
Alrighty. As for everyone else, you guys spend a bit of time walking as you make your way towards this tower, which after a little while becomes more apparent. exactly what you're looking for. One thing you guys do notice that you've seen a couple of times, but it's always at like quite the distance. Every once in a while, you see several lamps in, especially this part of the city, are lit by drift globes. That
Let's steal them.
some of them you see will float around on their own, and you see a small procession of them making their way to what you would know it would be the direction of the City of the Dead.
I punch one down.
Yeah.
And then we steal. I'm kidding.
You've gotten so much more aggressive once you, and now that you're alive
You
again.
die once, and suddenly killing is your thing.
Once you kill, you just have a thirst for murder.
Hey,
You know, it's like
if that gives you
I
some
woke
idea
up-
of how much more ferocious you get once you have a near-death experience and come back, I did that for a year. So to help explain anything to you.
Oh, boy.
I have a thirst for blood.
Calm down. You know, by like the 9th or 10th time you stand up, that starts to not feel so overwhelming.
Oof.
Do we see the tower?
You guys see an old, dilapidated tower as you arrive, and in front of which you see 3 children playing about.
Punch them. Playing.
Oh, sorry. Correct. You only see 2 of them currently.
There's a third children around here somewhere.
I'm on it. Equipped.
Now we know.
Running around.
Fucking jumps back, gets into runner's position. Everyone get ready.
More kids in the air.
Hey, you two, how you doing? They didn't answer. We attack.
Kill them all.
Ah!
Kill them all.
They're Kenku in disguise.
Also, I'm gonna.
I knew it.
Oh, no.
Still haste potion.
Yeah, man, I got a countdown.
Yeah, that's fair.
I tick off a use every day. 1 day left.
A very day.
Oh, this bitch had fly.
Didn't do him much good.
Yeah, right.
As you arrive and you talk to the kids, you see they're trying to like get to this latch on the door. And they're pulling at it and it's locked. You turn around. What you see is a small girl. She has a wooden sword in one hand, and a portly smaller boy with he's wearing a cloak, and he seems to have a small little wand and a little teddy bear tied to his belt.
Both human?
Yeah, one is let me get their proper descriptions. One is Iluskan, so she's got like a darker complexion to her, closer to the Iluskan people you've seen so far. And then, I actually don't know what this is. Let me double check. I'm going to learn something right.
What is this?
Ah, he's actually a Murloc.
Oh.
Not a human.
All right. It's a region I've never seen before. So one is, she's like an olive complexion to her. And then the smaller boy, he's got a full-on dark complexion. He's got curly hair.
Hey there, kiddos. What are you trying to do getting in here?
The boy turns to you and help. He turns and he begins making hand signs towards the girl, who repeats some back to him. A bird came a while ago and took our friend inside.
Oh, is that so?
Inside, you hear a resounding scream from what sounds like a child.
Oh, man.
I'm breaking the
That's where
door.
we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh dear. Oh
Oh.
dear, oh dear.
Give me experience. We revived people. That's worth at least 5,000.
Yeah, and give us experience. We were revived. That's worth at least 5,000.
Give me their experience.
I would like his experience.
I'll fucking fight you for it.
You would win right now.
I would.
You would win. You would win without all this.
These kids are neat.
You would win if you were in my position.
And do the kids have art?
They don't have art.
Did the tiefling have art?
The tiefling is my creation, so no.
Okay. Does Sir Everdon have art?
I don't think so.
What?
That's weird that he doesn't.
That's really weird.
I think it's because since he's faction specific, you can actually go through. There's only one way to encounter it if you don't do the faction myth, and that's if you break into, the graveyard. There's a chance of him seeing you there, like, fucking halt, criminal scum, and trying to take you to the cops.
And then we kill
Sounds
him
fun.
and
Possible.
take his sword.
At your guys' level, it's very doable. He's buff, but
Does
he's...
Torrin's friend have art?
He does actually.
It's true.
He was one of the people that were in that like initial image when we were all picking our like acquaintances and stuff.
I see.
Yeah. Melon?
Does
Here's
Torrin
Melon.
Does Torrin have art?
There he is. Yes, he does.
Where? I've never seen it.
Just back.
Does Bax have art?
Yeah, I've never seen it. There he is. There's Maloon.
Give me a list
There's
of all
my
the
drunk
NPCs
friend.
we've seen in the game.
Do they have
I'll-
art?
I'll do this one by one. Don't think I
Wait,
won't.
isn't Maloon the one that?
Here's Halam.
Isn't Maloon the one that
Playing.
brought me to Torrin?
Maloon?
Yeah. 'Cause I
No,
remember
yours.
seeing that art.
You probably saw him early on when everyone was picking Frandos.
Oh, because I know that there was somebody that brought me to
Yeah.
Torrin.
And I've seen
He
Yagra.
was one of the city guard. Maloon's Force Grey, just like Torrin.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
He was a guard,
Heckin',
but then they're
people
like,
at
"Hey,
home.
I don't like the law that much.
Hey, people at home. This is actually, I'll say it after we end the YouTube side of this, because literally this will not be up in time for it to matter. So all I'll say is,
Man.
people at home, remember the Chat Nat19 stuff this month. It's for myself and Aaron and for Carrie. And if you want to submit questions by I always forget the date, by the 22nd. The 21st is the last day that we'll be accepting them for that, and the theme this month is for vestige-related stuff, for questions about NPCs, for Miriam, and for Lexi, and also for me, just in general questions about any NPCs that you might have. And then just whatever other questions you might also have that you would normally ask in a Chat19. Remember to use hashtag ChatNet19 on Twitter. Do it! Get them in!
Yeah. Or else.
Or else. Or else we'll fire you. And that's all, YouTube. We're gonna take off YouTube.
Good boy.
Paul's
Goodbye.
a madman.
Goodbye, everybody.
So long!